I'm going to read you a book called Chato's Kitchen. Off of the cover I put up there, and you can kind of see it here. I want you guys to think about what this book will be about. So we do this all the time as readers, right? You take a look at a book, and you're like, what is that book going to be about? And in your head, you predict, right? Because you want to know, is this something I'm going to enjoy? Is this something that I might not enjoy? And adults do it as well. We look at the front, we look at the back, or even when it's on a Kindle or an e-reader, we take a look at the artwork and we see what it's going to be about. So I want you guys to take a look at the front of this. You can see on the bottom there. You guys see on the bottom of the book as well? Shh, 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 shh. Kind of think about it for a second. Okay, everyone think for a second what it's going to be about. Shh. All right, I'm going to start with number 1 at your table. Number 1, we're going to do a round robin. I want you to predict what it's going to be about. So you will start to say something like, I think Chato's Kitchen will be. So person number 1, when you're done, we'll go to person number 2. Number 1, go. And you can start. So a cat making food. A cat making food for the little mice. Nice, good prediction. Good job. You go next. You go ahead. Whose turn is it? What do you think it's going to be about? They're cooking the animals? Ooh. So cats eat mice, so they're going to cook the animals. Ooh, this is going to be a brutal book if that's going to happen.
It's going to be violent.
It might be violent.
I
hope not.
I just think it's about cooking.
You just think it's about cooking.
That's it.
Okay, okay. Because kitchen, right? Chato's Kitchen. Okay. All right, we'll see. We will see if some of your predictions come to fruition, if they are actually true. So you ready? Here we go. Chato, a low-riding cat with 6 stripes, was slinking toward a sparrow when he heard the scrape of tiny feet coming from the yard next door. Left, right, left, right, left, right. Chato ears picked up. His tail began to swing to the rhythm. He felt the twinge of the mambo in its hips. It frightened the sparrow, who shot off into. Chato's got some rhythm. No problema, homeboy, Chato said to himself, and followed his nose to the fence. Through the narrow slats, his eyes grew as big as he spied 5 mice the color of gray river rock. His whiskers vibrated with pleasure as he leaped onto the fence for a closer view. Ooh, he saw 5 mice. What is Chato gonna do? Oh. Okay, yes. It was a whole family of fat, juicy mice moving into the house next door. Chato raked his tongue over his lips and meowed a deep growling meow. The mice froze with their belongings on their back. They began to shiver like leaves in the wind. Chato was the tallest cat they had ever seen. Orale, neighbors, Chato purred. Don't be scared of me. I'm a cool, low-riding cat. The mice dropped their things and scattered. No, de veras, hombres. I'm okay, Chato reassured. But the yard was empty. Another meow rumbled in his stomach, just barely suppressed. See the poor mice? All right, so Chato thought for a moment as he stabbed his face into his furry shoulder and chewed the daylights out of a bothersome flea. Aha, he thought. I'll invite them for dinner. Uh-oh. Chato jumped down from the fence and returned to his house. On a piece of paper he wrote, Chato welcomes you to the barrio and invites your tasty family for a surprise dinner tonight at 6 o'clock. Sounds strange, huh? Chato immediately saw his error and changed tasty to lovely. He folded the invitation into a paper airplane and he tossed it over the fence. Okay. This is kind of strange. He's inviting them over for a tasty dinner. So the airplane spiraled down on a parachute of wind, and Poppy Mouse read it out loud. Should we go? Mommy Mouse asked. Why not? Poppy said. The Chato cat seems muy simpático. Very nice, I'm sure. But isn't Chorizo coming over tonight? Mommy Mouse asked. Y ojale. That's right, Poppy said. A friend from the old neighborhood was due over for dinner. They called him Chorizo, or sausage, because, well, that's the kind of guy he was. So after much talk, Poppy wrote back, many thanks, mil gracias. We're coming, and we'd like to bring a friend, okay? So wait a minute. I got to think about this for a second. This cat, Chato, is inviting these mice over for... This is suspicious. So what I want you to do, hold on. What I want you guys to do again is I would like you to predict again what do you think is going to happen for the rest of the book. And you can even throw in your thoughts or any questions you have about what the mice are thinking. But what do you think is going to happen on these lonely pages on the end here? What's going to happen at this dinner? So number 2, go ahead, number 2, and do your predictions. Go.